Police emergency, how can I be of assistance?
5 years since its inception.
Police! Open up! Oh, just one at a time.
The unified Scottish police force keep waging their endless war on crime.
Got a naughty boy? Okay. No.
Under increasing pressure battling dwindling resources, the force is working harder than ever.
I've been stabbed by a granny!
Keeping the streets safe, there is nowhere the kings of chasing the outlaws won't go.
I'm not scared of heights, I just don't like them.
In the pursuit of justice, they protect the living and the dead.
Oh, this gave me the heebie-jeebies, man.
From city to countryside,
My goodness!
hardened criminals face the stiffest sentences.
Charlie, it's a penis.
That's realistic.
Yeah?
This is Scot Squad.
People should be allowed to pee in cafe toilets without buying anything.
There's a new man in the chief's chair. Harry Cope's been dropped in to mop up a scandal, act like bleach and clean up the cops. A veteran of high command at the Met in London. Too tasty a morsel for the Scottish police to turn down.
I am the cake, and you can eat me.
The new chief's turning up the heat so the crooks get out the kitchen.
I think I'm here to drive through some changes, get the police force back in a more professional footing. I think we've all read the headlines in the newspapers. We're all aware of what's happened. There was a fake shake sting operation. And I think it's very clear to see that Mikkelsen has been caught with his pants down. Press.
Look, between you and me, this whole unified Scottish police force, it's a shambles. Honestly. Listen, they'll be back to the regions before you know it. In the meantime, I've got a paper over the cracks. Shambles! Listen, it's perfectly legal. It's not tax avoidance. It's a legitimate way to reduce your tax bill. Yeah? You put money in films and then they write off what you've put in against the film. Totally above board. I've got money in Braveheart 2, 3 and 4. Robert the Bruce versus the Spider Zombies. That was a cracker. And what great thing, as I say, totally legal!
There's no denying this is a tragedy for Mikkelsen, but it is a positive step forward for the police force, for the general public, and let me tell you something. There's a new sheriff in town, and that sheriff is me.
In the urban concrete playground, nothing gets past the force when things get hairy.
This might seem extreme, but you could have a razor blade in there.
Called out to a break-in at an industrial unit, these frontline officers are on the front foot.
Oh, Jack!
Ow! We gave chase. The gentleman, he sprinted into the assault course. Obviously, that's somewhere I feel is my environment. Obviously, I've been regularly scouted by the SAS.
We should probably point out that it wasn't an assault course, it was a kids' soft play area. Right, over the little bridge. Slalom through! Come on, Jack, you can do it! What's wrong with it? It was built for 5-year-olds.
Sarah!
Jack, a wee bit quicker!
Right.
Right.
But you know, it was built for like hundreds of 5-year-olds, so it was huge. Sarah, it's such a tiny, tiny wee tube. I think it's made for babies. Went up pretty high. I'm not scared of heights, I just don't like them. There's a difference. Again, that's an environment thing that you don't get fazed.
3, 2, 1, go!
Where is he? Obviously, he wanted to get away from me because he knew, like, he was in danger.
Right, up this way!
I've been that way before! And then he threw himself off an incredibly high height. Just keep that, mate! Jerry! Jerry! Which I'm straight after him. You know, you don't think about these things, it's all in the moment. You just go for it.
Right, come on, Jack! Come on!
You think after and go, wow, I put myself through a lot of danger there. Yeah. But that's the job.
In your own time. Just take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Come on. We apprehended the criminal at the bottom of the slide.
Do you think that's how I want to die? In a soft play chasing a plum like you, eh?
And we got Jack outside for some fresh air and... Right, in. Catching criminals and taking scum off the street like that is very rewarding. In this case, we also got our own reward. The manager gave us both a big slushy.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good work.
I don't get one.
Bad boys don't get slushies, my friend.
He challenged the cops to the big slide. Now he's banged up in the big hoose. The Scottish police force go the extra mile to keep Scotland's roads extra safe.
1, 2, 3. No fear! Fear is only a 4-letter word.
And they get into gear fast when a couple of joyriding carjackers are dead in their sights.
Charlie, we're in control. We've located the stolen hearse. Oh! Pull over. The hearse itself was loaded. It contained a body, the coffin, the full shooting match. I've never seen a hearse go that fast. What?
Hey!
Oh!
Hey! It's a dead end. They're gonna bolt. They're gonna bolt. You ready, eh?
I'll get them. They dropped the hearse off, they got out of the car, they evacuated, and they ran up the hill. Oh!
Come on, McCarthy, come on.
My first priority was to make sure that the hearse was safe, with the body intact. Oh! Okay, yees.
You got the keys?
Well,
That's something at least.
that's somebody's body or not. Guy'll be spinning his grave.
Well, he's not in it yet.
Well, look at that. Never seen a name like that before.
I don't think that's his name, mate.
Is it no Polish or something like that? Gunto.
Boys have messed up, and look, there's other flowers. They've taken the letters, mixed it
That's
up.
not right, that's the order, innit?
Right.
Do you think it's late for his funeral?
Well, it's never late for your own funeral, right?
Well, this one is.
Well, we're gonna have to get it back. There you go.
No chance. I'm not driving a hearse with a body in it. What if it opens up?
How's it gonna open up? The person's dead.
Well, they better be dead.
Well, we can't leave that name there.
Oh, hear that creak.
Well done. Well done. There you go. Right. Well.
There you go, sir. We'll get you back where you belong. Oh, this gave me the heebie-jeebies, man.
Police numbers are a concern to me. I want to get boots on the ground. I want to ensure that the tax dollar that is...
I don't mind me, just carry on. Don't you get comfortable.
Be very difficult to get comfortable in this seat. I tell you, there's two big divots where your big fat arse has been
Well,
sitting.
go and get comfortable, because you're not staying.
Well, we shall see, shall we? You make sure you take what is yours. You have criminal tendencies, as have been
I will
proved.
be exonerated. Everything I did was above board and legal. That's well, thank you very much. Jane, you coming? No, OK, I don't know. Pension's fair enough. Bye then.
Government officials are still involved in diplomatic negotiations after a Scottish man was jailed for drug offences in Peru. 29-year-old Robert Muir was arrested when he was discovered riding a llama with 10 kilos of cocaine concealed inside a minion's backpack. Mr. Muir denied he was trying to take drugs out of the country.
Sarge!
Sentenced him to at least 12 years in prison after...
Oh, what's up?
Where you see this? Any other suspects. However, the Peruvian authorities are currently considering an appeal, with Mr. Muir's friends and family hopeful that his conviction can be overturned.
Nicola Sturgeon on the phone, right, and tell her to get me in Glasgow Airport.
Excuse me.
Give me a pill, Bobby.
I've always seen the appeal of shepherding as a profession. I think I bring a lot of transferable skills. I've certainly shepherded a lot of people over the years. Some specific people I've helped to find their way around a lot, and I've barked at them repeatedly.
Oh, Officer Karen. Oh,
Bobby.
oh. It's good to be back.
I wouldn't advise kissing the...
I'm back where I belong. Oh, thank you so much.
How you doing?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Are you alright? You didn't treat you too badly?
They treated me all right, but see, the Scottish police, they're 100 times better, and I'm not just saying that to be a sook.
I'm sorry that you had that situation. It's just been a case of mistaken identity, unfortunately. It took a wee bit of sorting out, but it turned out that somebody else had the same Minions rucksack that you'd taken. As long as
The
you're
only
undamaged.
difference was 10 kilograms of cocaine.
As long as you're alright and you're not too badly damaged.
Apart from getting put into a Peruvian jail, I enjoyed the holiday.
What made you decide to go to Peru, Bobby?
You know how Scotland's got iron brew?
Yes.
Well, see, Peru's iron brew, it's called ayahuasca. So I signed up to like an ayahuasca retreat, and I went into the heart of the Peruvian jungle. I basically just lay in a cave for 12 days tripping.
Right.
Oh, and I got you a present as well.
I'm happy to have helped because I wouldn't want to see an innocent person spending time in a Peruvian jail.
To be honest, the ayahuasca was scarier than the jail. Ainsley Harriott came to me in a vision, right? And he's like, thanks for being a fan. His head was massive as well, and he had this wee tiny white cap on, and I was like, your hat's too wee for you, Ainsley. And he's like, do you like omelettes? And I was like, to be honest, it's roasting here, mate. But it's Ainsley Harriott. Obviously, I'm going to eat an omelette, ain't I?
Yeah. The thing is, Bobby, it was nice to see you on the news, but it's nicer to see you back home in person.
I'm glad to be back, and I'm actually going to go away for a sausage supper. It's about appreciating things that I enjoy now.
Well, you have a good day.
Right, thanks a lot for getting us basically a life sentence.
You're welcome.
See you later, right, Officer Karen? Bye.
See you later, Bobby.
The brave traffic officers take the hearse to the relieved grievers so the deceased can finally RIP in peace.
That's my uncle.
Uncle Toby.
He's all right?
Well, he's dead. Unfortunately, still dead. Tell you, you've got to look on the bright side. At least to get one week to run about the streets, you know.
We should be going, I think.
Don't get me wrong. It's a wee bit freaky driving about a hearse.
I'd imagine.
Aye, it was freaky. I was fearing he was going to end up popping out and saying hello, but obviously. Hey, sorry for your loss.
No, again, thank you.
Uncle Toby was late for his own funeral, but at least we got him there. He never missed it.
It was all smiles at the end.
Rest in peace, Toby.
Scotland is famed for its beautiful and bonny countryside, so any eyesore quickly falls under the eyes of the Scottish police force.
Well, that is something else.
A lot of local farmers take part in hay bale art competitions, which is all very well and good, but if that starts to infringe on public safety, then we have to be there to police that as well.
That is clearly unsafe.
Yeah, we're going to need to have a little word.
Delicious, but...
Delicious? Charlie?
Marshmallows, you know...
Charlie, it's a penis.
What?
A massive big penis.
Oh my... I don't believe it.
It's pretty realistic.
That's realistic?
Yeah. It was quite offensive to Charlie for many reasons.
Haunting is the word I would use.
Well, that's unsettling.
The main problem was that the structure was completely unsound because everyone knows you can only have 3 bales high. This structure had 4.
I'll just get a little picture.
Yeah, please.
It might just be useful to have, for height, you in the picture.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it necessary?
Yeah. Charlie's dick pic.
Oh, come on, now.
I've just posted it up to the office just so they can see it. Just so they know that we're dealing with it, yeah. I think we need to have a word with the only man whose dick this could be.
Oh, that's Murphy Williams' dick for sure.
Yes.
Oh, don't want to clip the testicle.
Having been exonerated by the official inquiry, the suspended chief speaks from the heart and shares his pain, his hopes, and his dreams.
Thank you all for joining me. I would just like to issue a short statement. I'm sorry. Sorry if things got a little bit braggadocious on the tape, but it was just a little bit of to and fro between the chief and the Sheikh chief. As for the tax matter, I'm voluntarily and happily in discussion with the Inland Revenue. I imagine it will involve some topping up. But once again, I apologise. I've served as your chief for nigh on 5 years, and I've loved every minute, and I have worked hard as chief, and I hope to be chief again one day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Brass neck, embarrassing.
Got me my job back. Skedaddle.
By the skin of your teeth, Mickelson. Skin of your teeth.
Jane! How does this seat work? Jane!
The professionalism of the Scottish police force takes the breath away.
Sorry, your car's in the river.
The Call crew have helpful advice for the public, and they won't swallow a dodgy deal.
Everyone wants something for nothing, you know, and that's why a lot of people have these boxes that give you free TV channels. Now, these are illegal, so when they stop working, as they often do, there's not anything we can do about it.
Oh, you could maybe try paying for it, like the rest of us do.
Well, there's no need for that kind of language, and I'm going to have to terminate the call. Prick. I really do sympathise for these people because they've paid decent money for something that doesn't work, but we are all at the mercy of the Hollywood fat cat who doesn't want us to watch Jumanji.
Back on the trail of the hay bale Banksy, the rural cops dig up a familiar farmer.
We had to pay a visit to the owner of the hay bales, and that was, yet again, Murphy Williams. Murphy.
We have a big problem. And I mean big
Okay,
problem.
we are here to talk about your penis.
It's a belter, isn't it?
Not for the first time. He wasn't at all apologetic.
It's the penis of Peter Heed, like, you can. That's what I call it, Ken. Instead of the Angel of the North, or the Kelpies or that, like, you can. Bob Thompson down the road made one that made it look like a train.
A train? That's delightful.
You're never going to win with that.
Oh,
never.
I am. I've had the Women's Rural out judging 3 90-year-old women. I've been out 5 times this week looking at that.
I'm not a prude. Anyone will tell you that. I've seen at least 2 Katy Perry music videos.
We can't have a massive penis in the middle of a field.
Take it down or change it.
Yes.
Well, fair enough.
He said to us that he would, in fact, change what structure he had built, which was great.
Just something more PG, at least.
I left thinking, great, I've actually got through to him this time.
The cops go to check it's changed, but they clock a shocker.
You're having a laugh. That better not be...
Oh, it says
Seriously?
Jane McKay.
After... It was my face, my body, on those hay bales.
It was your body.
It's flattery, I suppose, you know.
What is flattery, that you can make a big penis into me?
I don't think it was fair that Jane had been
nothing about it that was like me
converted
at all.
from a penis into a person. So
No.
that's not fair to anybody.
You've got a big...
A big what?
Personality, and I think he's got that, you know. Let's get up to the farm right now, take him down to the station.
Charlie!
Yeah, evidence, you know, just...
Nobody should have to go through that, and especially someone in a position of authority.
Yes.
It's not big enough.
Just get in the car.
It's the last straw for the cops, and for this filthy crofter, the fines stack up.
There's a fine line between art and pornography.
A naked female body shouldn't be disrespected.
No, we're all about respect at all times, for all beautiful nudies.
So, I am now acting sergeant Ken Beattie. Yep, I've had another promotion. Can you believe it? You know, a couple of years ago I was just a lowly volunteer. Now look at me, acting sergeant. Basically, I'm the community police officer. So I'm the face of this community. Any problems, they come to me. I mean, my rise has been absolute meteoric. Which is weird because meteors go down. They crash and burn. I'm going all the way to the top. Police! Police, open up! Recently, a colleague and me were called out to a possible domestic. Police! We eventually managed to get into the house, and what greeted us was a very aggressive woman trying to pump up a paddling pool.
Is everything okay? Okay, right. Okay, just calm down. We've had reports of a debate.
Ken, it's me. It's Jamie Lee.
Turns out this aggressive woman was someone who I had had dealings with in the past. Her name is Jamie Lee McGurk.
You're looking well, Miss McGurk, actually.
Oh, I don't give a shite.
You've lost a lot of weight since the last...
I've lost a lot of weight, but put it all back on again, ain't I?
Are you pregnant?
Of course I'm bloody pregnant.
Congratulations.
Oh, no bother to you.
No, she was heavily pregnant. She was about to give birth. Actually, her waters had, you know, they'd flowed.
We need to get you to the hospital right now.
No, I'm not going to any hospital, no bastard hospital for me. I don't like that book that's the midwife. She's a cow. She says that I can't have an actual birth in a birthing pool.
Looked at me like I was a clatty bitch. I'm no clatty. I says to her, if I am not going to have a natural birth, I am no coming here.
I tried to get her to the hospital. She refused. She was determined to have the baby in the paddling pool in the living room.
So I went into B&M in my current state, a lad, and tried to buy one of the hot tubs, you know, Hen. The hot tubs, I bet they're all out of stock, aren't they? So I went and get this wee paddling pool, and I just want a natural birth, but the pump's not working.
You want to give birth in your house in that?
I'd like to a natural birth, Ken. I'm going to be a vegan soon. It's all the rage.
So, I stood up to the plate.
Can you phone for an ambulance? I am not delivering this baby.
You know, I went in there and tried to help her.
Ken, give me a Ken.
That's
Give
my
me a
gun.
Ken. Give me
Okay,
a-
deep breaths.
Oh,
Right.
oh.
In and out. That's it. In. Out.
Oh, you're my saviour.
No.
You are my hero. This was the
Thank you.
last time you saved me from the gutter.
After much toing and throwing and arguing and lots of sweat and tears, got the paddling pool filled up and filled with water. She opened her legs.
Oh, just relax, Miss McGill, relax. Deep breaths. In. Out. Oh. In. Out. Oh. Okay. Just imagine you're on a beach.
Oh,
Right. The sun's there.
Are you there, Ken? Are you there?
Yep,
Are you
yep,
there?
I'm
Are you
there.
sitting beside me?
I'm
I need
sitting-
having cream on my back.
Okay, I'll put some cream on your back.
Thanks, because I get burnt only by factor 50.
Yep, that's fine.
Oh, what can you see?
Oh my God.
What can you see?
This here.
My auntie wouldn't allow me to go to sex education classes. I wish she did. I had no idea what went on down there.
Just need to get this last bit out, you ready? Count with me. 10. Count with me. 9. 8. 7. 6. Look at my beautiful baby.
She gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. It was genuinely one of the nicest moments I've ever had in this job.
Hello, Jacob.
You saying hello to your Uncle Ken?
Some shifts are more momentous than others. I'm reminded of those immortal words, the sun rolling high on the sapphire sky. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all. That is the circle of life, and it does move us all. Elton John and those cartoon jungle animals, they never said a truer word.
The modern world needs modern policing, and Scotland's Remote Investigations Division has an almighty algorithm for tracking down all sorts of crooks.
The amount of pubes we have now in the pube database is unbelievable.
When it comes to catching criminals online, the Scottish Police Force uses the smartest of cookies.
My job keeps getting easier and easier, almost daily, because it's harder and harder for criminals to cover their own tracks, you know, social media, search history, stuff like that. For example, we've got this fella here. This is Albert McKinstry. An absolute wrong'un. He was accused of extortion. Took a photo of his neighbour, his next-door neighbour, in a place where he shouldn't be, namely a brothel. Naughty neighbour, shouldn't have been there. But we accused him of extortion. He denied it, of course he did. You know, it was just his word against ours. He was acting alone. But he was also acting alone at his house when he searched for the phrase easy crimes for cash. He also Googled need money in a hurry. He was even on the Wikipedia page for extortion, like he didn't really know what it meant. He asked Alexa. He said, "Hey Alexa, how do you blackmail someone?" He had it coming. At this rate, I'll be going part-time, because I'm largely playing solitaire back there. There's not much for me to do. Any idiot could catch this guy. He could probably catch himself, and he is an absolute clown.
The Scottish Police Force CID may see new faces on new media, but they still value old-school justice.
As modern policewomen, we're using modern techniques. Cybercrime is on the increase and we're really having to crack down. At the moment, we're investigating a young girl called Jenny Baxter.
That's right. And she's her own YouTube channel, and it was brought to her attention. You know, she does these beauty tutorials.
I am the beauty lifter, and today we are going to focus on contouring.
What's that? Contouring. So contouring's when they highlight up there and then they do the low light there.
There's nothing wrong with that. That is not a crime. But then at the end of this tutorial, she was basically telling people how to shoplift.
I really wanted to give you some top tips that I found recently recently for getting your beauty products and just not paying for them.
Oh, no paying for your beauty.
Did she just say that?
Yeah, she did.
Bonus at her. Make sure that you're buying tampons, sanitary pads, right? Put your lipsticks, lip gloss, nail polish, everything right.
So she's actually pulling out the fanny pads and putting the lipsticks in the box. And she's got all ages following her, telling them exactly how to shoplift it. Mind you, she does look really good, doesn't she?
Oh no. Sister, borrow them.
Oh, she's using Wayne's and all. She's a witch. With such a large following, the influence that she has over that amount of people, you know, she's just creating criminals everywhere. So we're on our way to pay Jenny Baxter a wee visit. Could you please accompany us down to the station just now? We'd like to ask you about your YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah?
Great.
I'll just get my bag.
Is that it just there?
Yeah.
Would you mind if my colleague gets it? Get it for you.
Oh, that goes with your shirt. That's nice.
Let's get the chat. Right? I mean, sorry, look at her skin. It is beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, thanks.
It is really nice. It's kind of glowing, isn't it?
Well, I've got quite a lot of highlighter on the day. Like,
What's
so
that?
just, well, it's like kind of makes you shine, so
Aye.
it like brings my face up a wee bit. So just put it on like under my eyes and stuff.
Some folk can overdo it and they look a wee bit like the Tin Man, but you've got that.
Aye.
I think you've got that. I was
spot
going to
on.
say, I don't want to be rude, but you do look a wee bit Tin Man-y there. I don't know what that is.
Well,
What's that?
that's like me contouring my nose because I don't like the shape of my nose. So you just put like brown bits here and then like a wee bit of orange and just shape it round and then put a wee bit of highlighter there.
Do you think I could do that?
I think you could, aye.
Jenny Baxter, aka the beauty lifter, was found guilty. We were really delighted with the outcome of that. Oh, yeah. We feel that not only have we took one criminal off the street, obviously Jenny giving, you know, tips on how to shoplift, she influenced so many people. I have to interject, can see why they followed her. She is amazing, her tutorials are amazing. Yeah, and I think a lot of people do take her skills on board, you know, and her tips, and people try them out at home. So another arrest for us, you know, it can only make us look good. Or even better, let's put it that way.
The camera loves this YouTube tube, but the judge didn't, so her next pose was for her mugshot. Reinstated, the chief reiterates his modus operandi.
It's a very nuts and bolts question, but what is the purpose of the police? Well, I saying, well, to police, that's surely your purpose, but that's very broad. You know, we need to tell the public exactly what our purpose is. And there are some suggestions that it should maybe be crime-free Scotland. You can see that, but that's setting the bar very high, isn't it? No crime at all. I mean, that's not going to happen. That's like, you know, Davy from the canteen saying I'm going on a date with Scarlett Johansson. It's a non-starter. Not that one. Cherish the common good. It's kind of got the waft of joss sticks about it, you know. I feel I could have seen that on the bedroom wall, you know, John and Yoko on the Amsterdam Hilton, and I don't think that sits well with the police force. So I don't think it'll be that. This could be our purpose: improving safety, security, and well-being all over Scotland. You see? Now that's vague enough, and it gives us enough wriggle room should everything go belly up. But it also has my favourite word of all time: improving, because that covers a lot of ground. Improving. Say, have you reached your targets? Well, we're improving. Yeah? What are you up to today? We're improving. Before the select committee, how's it going? Very good, we're improving. And when you take a backward step, it's okay, we'll improve on that. So, that's the police force's purpose: improving safety, security and well-being all over Scotland. And I'm very, very proud of that purpose. Now I know what our purpose is.
There's more comedy later with Up For It at 11 as the team take on dog agility training, and I'm not even sure they've got a dog, and carpool karaoke. And there's another Scot Squad at the same time next week. More about that in a sec on BBC Scotland.